Eurosif presents an exclusive video broadcast for sustainable investors covering the launch of our nuclear sector report held in London on May 27th. This event, done in conjunction with the UK Social Investment Forum, was kindly hosted by Eurosif member affiliate Schroders. Research for the nuclear sector report was conducted by ECPI and presided over by a steering committee including Dexia Asset Management, Fortis Investments, Groupama Asset Management, and Schroders. Nuclear has become a hot issue among policymakers. Keynote speaker, Lady Barbara Thomas-Judge, the chairman of the UK Atomic Energy Authority, provided compelling insight on nuclear energy and invited investors to look at how they might gear their efforts towards including nuclear as part of the energy mix of the future. For example, Lady Judge told the audience of the numerous governments who are seeking out her advice and help in setting up future nuclear power plants in order to ensure that countries can reduce their dependence on fossil fuel-derived energy. Agnes Kirschenbaum, the senior analyst at ECPI, shared with us some of the best practices of certain nuclear companies and underlined a greater need for transparency. She said transparency is the first step for proper ESG analysis, as publicly available information varies from company to company. Agnes cited EDF and Vattenfall as leaders in their reporting efforts for investors. Tom Burke, the environmental policy advisor to Rio Tinto, gave some provocative thoughts on his view that nuclear energy may not be the answer to tomorrow's energy mix.
Two questions in this presentation. The first question is, will there be a nuclear renaissance? And the second question is, does it matter if there isn't one? And my answer, as you probably will find not totally surprising to both those questions, is no and no. 14 is the number of nuclear power stations we have to build every year between now and 2030 if we're to keep the amount of nuclear power in the energy mix what it is today. That's the IEA's projection.
Eurosif's report tackled the main environmental, social, and governance issues that the nuclear industry is currently facing. Among those cited, safety, spent fuel waste management, social acceptance, and the education of new talent.
I think there will be a fairly consistent rise in the demand for uranium, which is a different thing than whether you think there's going to be a renaissance in nuclear power.
And certainly one of the key aspects Lady Judge highlighted is the fact that many governments around the world today are currently in the midst of building new nuclear power plants as a means to prepare for a potential future when oil costs $200 a barrel. Barbara also went on to highlight other future concerns, including water.
I agree with you about water. When people talk to me about the issues of the day, I think energy is the issue of the day, but the next big thing is water.
Indeed. Moving on from nuclear, water will be the subject of Eurosif's next sector report to be launched in October of this year with research conducted by member affiliate InRate. The final sector report of 2008 will cover the shipping industry, with research by TrueCost. But for now, until our next video broadcast, sustainably yours, this is Eurosif signing off.